New Yorkers who go to the polls this November will also be voting on a measure on the November ballot, which aims to expand New York's Equal Rights Amendment. It's called Prop 1. Now, supporters say that it protects reproductive rights and ensures equality for marginalized communities. However, there's a lot of controversy because opponents say that it's dangerous. How? By expanding transgender rights for minors and taking parental rights away. They argue that it would allow minors to access transgender medical interventions without parental consent.
Medical freedom and parental rights. It is just critical that parents still have the right to determine what goes into their kids' bodies, if their kids do or do not have surgeries, if they get vaccines or they don't get vaccines. And we have Proposal 1 here in New York. You have to flip your ballot to even know about it, that alleges to give equal rights to children. But what does that mean? If children have equal rights, a 10-year-old can do everything a 25-year-old can do. So if that 10-year-old wants surgery, parents can't stop them. That 10-year-old wants psychotropic medication, parents can't stop them. So we're out here today saying vote no Prop 1 in New York and find out what all your candidates think about medical freedom and parental rights.
So they don't have to actually address the issues that my organization are standing for. Abortion is codified. It's not even a part of this situation. And we already have laws here that protect it. So that's not even an issue. I think they're weaving it in so they can act like it's going to be on the ballot that, abortion's going to be taken off, and so they can make it a bigger issue than it is instead of focusing on what it's actually doing, and it's actually giving civil rights to children, and it opens a Pandora's box of things. So I think they want to weave it in just to make it seem like it's something it's not, so you can be called homophobic, transphobic, and all these names for opposing it, when in reality, it's just about protecting children. Obviously, I'm a part of the community. I'm not homophobic, I'm not transphobic. Adults can do whatever they want, but when it comes to children, we have a line. We have a societal line we don't touch, and that includes not allowing them to do whatever they want. We have to safeguard that. So they're just trying to include that just to make it seem like something.
Right. Parental rights are under attack with Proposition 1, which we're all here for, which would basically, although it's very vague, the language is very broad, it would allow children to emancipate themselves from their parents. It doesn't state that in the actual proposal, but the language is so vague, like I suggested, you could drive a tank through it, and it'll actually wind up in the courts. It's got such a potential for disaster when it comes to parental rights, female athletics, everything and anything. National origin becomes a protected class. Yes, national origin. And with the open borders at the south, and also in New York, we have an open border up in the northern border too. It's a Trojan horse. You're bringing people in, and they're going to have protections, and we're not really exactly sure how that's going to impact the illegal immigration crisis.
All radical feminists, but our idea is that the global society is controlled by a male-dominant system of power and patriarchy, and our view is the conservatives are the old patriarchy, and the liberals, especially in the U.S. right now, are the new patriarchy. So Andrea Dworkin said that conservative men want women to be private property and liberal men want women to be public property. That includes things like making sure that people aren't opposing pornography and prostitution. That includes taking away the definition of the word woman and giving it to predatory men. So our job is to oppose predation of women. And so because there are no good options, I would support a woman voting for whoever she wants. That's our perspective. I know people who are voting for Kamala. I know people who are voting for Trump. The truth is, there's no good options. We're choosing which rights we're going to lose.
So New Yorkers will decide on Prop 1 this November. With abortion bans rising around the country, supporters say that a lot is at stake. New Yorkers must weigh the benefits and drawbacks. Will Prop 1 bring greater protection or infringe among parental rights? The question and the answer is in the hands of voters come November.